This is the wildlife photographer at home.
I'm Victor, wildlife photographer and the voice behind Feather Frame.
I'm Serge, I run a production company and specialise in drone piloting. Join us for epic animal moments, strange behaviours and plenty of laughs along the way.
Welcome to Wildlife BTS.
Before we jump into today's story, I want to try something a little bit different. This is the first episode of what I'm calling Field Notes. Wildlife BTS has always been about documenting our journey, what we learn, what goes wrong, and the stories that we discover along the way. But every now and then, I'd like to step away from the cameras for a few minutes and talk about the ideas behind the films. So this one is mine. Maybe next time you'll hear from Serge about filmmaking or drones. But today, I want to talk about gardens. Whenever people think about wildlife photography, they picture massive cameras, safaris, and long hikes. Generally, somewhere difficult to get to. The truth is, this entire story happened right outside my home. We spend so much time traveling to nature. Sometimes we forget that nature has been waiting outside of our windows the whole time. But for now, let's move to the main section. Some gardens are wild. Sheds overflowing with forgotten pots and rusting tools. A dripping tap quietly watering a patch of weeds no one ever intended to grow. Nest boxes hanging at slightly questionable angles, somehow still full of hope. Garden furniture gathering dust like an abandoned airfield, waiting for someone to take off. Some gardens are pristine, lusciously welcoming, strikingly colorful, and tastefully curated. The sort of place that resembles a luxury spa attempting to convince you it's deep in the rainforest. There is always someone sunbathing there. This story started with curiosity. A message from my neighbor. Victor, there are birds in the bushes. They're making an unbelievable racket. I was there within minutes. It's the height of the blue-tit fledgling season. And for a few frantic days, these tiny birds completely took over the neighborhood. You hear them long before you see them. Hidden deep inside shrubs, the chicks never stop calling. The parents rarely arrive empty-handed. A single foraging trip often brings enough insects to feed several hungry chicks. Their beaks are almost fully formed now, but those bright yellow flanges around the mouth are still impossible to miss. Just aim for the yellow. By this stage, feeding isn't really the lesson anymore. The movement is. Once they commit, the wings know exactly what to do. Landing, that's another story. It looks less like aviation and more like an emergency meeting with a hedge. Fortunately, practice comes quickly. Blue-tit parents have discovered something every good teacher eventually learns. If you want someone's attention, don't give them everything at once. A tiny meal, another short flight, another tiny meal, garden by garden, fence by fence. The chicks stay just hungry enough to keep following. Adults never stop watching. Every unfamiliar movement is assessed. Every potential threat investigated. When something feels wrong, they fluff up every feather they have and spread their wings as wide as possible. It's an ambitious performance from a bird that weighs a little more than a pound coin. This particular emergency turned out to be a dunnock, like an awkward neighbor who happened to walk into the wrong garden. While adults dealt with that important piece of diplomacy, our young blue tit quietly preened its feathers, gathered itself, and prepared for the next journey. The noisy little chick hidden in the bushes only hours earlier was already beginning to discover that the world extends well beyond the nest. If you made this far, thanks for spending a little bit time with us. Wildlife BTS has become much more than filming birds. It's our way of learning how to tell better stories about the natural world, one project at a time. I'd love for you to subscribe and come along. And if you'd like to dive a little deeper into the wildlife storytelling, photography, or spend some time with me in the field, you'll find everything over at featherframe.co.uk. And until next time, keep looking. See you in 2 weeks.